Hare Krishna. So we are discussing Pridhu Maharaj section. So Pridhu Maharaj is instructing his citizens. So last time we have seen Pridhu Maharaj's prayers and how he is with all his citizens. So today we will continue with that discussion. So Pridhu Maharaj's speech is glorified with having wonderful qualities. Charu Chitra Pradam Slakshnam Mrishtam Godham Aviklam Sarvesham Upakaratam Tata Anudan Niva. Charu Chitra Padam, very beautiful words, flowery words, clear, like very meaningful. It is for the benefit of everyone. So in this way, his words are being with a lot of alliterations, beautiful, faultless. So in this way, his speech is glorified. So now, what his instructions to his citizens? Let us see. So he's saying he is first addressing to the devotees who have gathered there. Let all good fortune to you. Please listen, because in the presence of devotees, we should discuss. We should announce the principles of dharma, and we should come to the conclusion. That means it's like in an assembly there are like there is association of devotees. It's like like, is it like my understanding is correct, like that one be like they are presenting their conclusions so that they can come to conclusions. So in this way he is discussing. I will just put my conclusions so that I can come to understand. Then he is saying, I have been appointed as the Dandadara, punisher of the citizens, and I also been appointed as a protector of the citizens. And it is also my duty to give. It is also my duty to give the different occupations for the people as established by Varnashrama duties. So generally, the main duties of king, that also we can see from the episode of Pridhu that he has to give the, like he has to establish law and order. Also, he has to give the proper occupations according to their Varna and Ashram. So that is also main duty. And in that, it's that this is, I am also being employed by the Lord for protecting the citizens. They may say that we should worship you, but no, I am also engaged by the Lord as an employer. So I am also, as an employer, I am protecting you, and He has given all these duties of protecting you, of giving you all the occupation. So this is like this is my engagement for the Lord. I am carrying on my head this weight of so many services to you. So this is like I am taking care. So this is he told. And then like like I what will you gain by executing these duties? So I will, by executing all these duties, whatever described in the Vedas, like those destinations fulfill my desires, and in that way I will also please the Lord. So like Vedic followers, if someone performs duties nicely, they will be awarded many benedictions. So all those things, according to in my next life, I will achieve all those desires when the Lord is satisfied with me. So in this way, like previously, Lord also said that when Lord came to Pridhu Maharaj, he told that you should protect all the population, because if you nicely protect, 1/6 of their pious credits will come to you. So in this way, if you don't protect, you will attain 1/6 of their sinful reactions. So therefore you will suffer. So therefore you have to protect. So then, if and one more important duty is mentioning is that like if we just collect taxes, but don't teach about Varnashrama or don't teach about Dharma to all the people, then also he will incur sin. Means he loses his own good fortune. So that means he has to train his citizens to properly do their duties by giving Dharma Siksha. So that's what he is doing now. And also, because if they are educated, then then they will follow his instructions. In this way, one of the duty is also institute dharma, means teach about dharma. So several duties we are discussing. So in this way, then if they don't perform, then there will be misfortune. So this way is giving about the dharma, and also if he is like kind of instructing them to perform their duties nicely. Therefore, in order for me to attain this fortune, you please perform your duties nicely. So by that, you will show your mercy to me. So in this way, uh, they are giving. So perform your duties nicely without envy. So he basically saying that, see, if you perform nicely, then I will attain nice destination my next life. So if you have love for me, you please do your duties. In this way, he is utilizing his affection of all his citizens in inducing them to perform dharma. Right? Uh, sometimes like a spiritual master or someone loves. So if you really love me, you perform this good act, like that someone may say. Or if you really love me, don't perform this bad act. So like that, Prithu Maharaj is saying, so for my welfare, you show me mercy. So that means you nicely perform your duties without envy for me. So because I will attain the results of your activities. So in this way, he is saying that he is requesting that, and by doing your duties, like all these things, um, like you also approve. Whoever is approved, they will also attain those results. That like you are all assembled here, great sages, Pitrus, all devatas. Uh, you are all present here. You also approve that whatever proposal I am proposing, because the person, uh, like a person, whoever any act being performed, three persons will receive that result. Whoever person perform that act, and whoever gives him the order, and whoever approves that order. So these three persons will receive either good activity or bad activity. So therefore, if you approve, then you will also gain. So please approve this duty. Like that, he is requesting all the great assembled people there. Then after that, then people they are saying that you are you are saying you perform dharma, worship the Lord, but your father has destroyed dharma. So how to understand? Then he starts establishing the presence of a supreme Lord, where he says that according to authorities, the supreme Lord exists, who is the master of sacrifice. So what is the proof? What is the proof that the Lord exists? The proof is that there are we can observe different categories of bodies in this life and the next in some place. That means, like in this world, we can see different people having different types of bodies. Some are rich, some are poor, some are beautiful, some are ugly. Some have all the senses, some don't have legs, some don't have eyes, like that. Some like that. So many. defected bodies are also there. Some are very nice. So based on their pious activities or sinful activities, they are receiving their results. So based on that, we can understand that there is someone who is giving these different results for different people. So by that, we can understand that there is a supreme authority who is awarding all these different varieties based on their activities. So therefore, there should be some. One should conclude that this variety is possible only because the Supreme Lord, who has the ability to do or who can not do or who can do differently, all these things Lord can do. He can only give result. So therefore, this is coming. We can conclude the from the Lord exists. So like if there is worship of the Lord, then there will be good result. If there is no worship of the Lord, there is no good result. So in this way, he is saying that there must be a supreme authority. And who are all saying that there is a supreme Lord? So my father may destroy, but there are great authorities who are saying this the Lord exists. All the Vedas, they are all saying. The Manu is saying, Brahma is saying, Dhruva is saying, Uttanapad is saying, Priyavrata, my grandfather, Anga, Brahma, Shiva, Prahlad, Bali, they are all saying that the Supreme Lord exists. But people like my father Vena, they have deviated from Dharma. So, but in this way, all these evidences he is giving, and different destinations one will achieve by Artha, Dharma, Kama, all those things, they are all given by the Supreme Lord only. So when someone worships the Lord awards these different destinations according to their uh, their interest. Someone wants something and he worships the Lord may award those things. In this way, if there is bhakti, then whatever process they do, if there is some element of bhakti, that process will yield result. Otherwise, that process will not yield result. And in general, if someone simply worships the Lord, by that worship only, if he wants any other thing also, he will achieve. So, like by any other process, by performing karma, yoga, tapasya, jnana, vairagya, dana, dharma, all those things, whatever may be the other thing, if someone wants to achieve the result of those other processes, but if simply performs devotee, the Lord will award those benedictions to them also. So in this way, like just by bhakti only, Lord can award all those things. So in this way, he is establishing that the Lord will award the different results in different destinations. So and he says, uh, like he says that bhakti devotional service that will also purify the mind. यत्पादसेवाभिरुचिस्तपस्विना अशेषजन्मोपचितं मलं धिया सद्यः क्षिणोति अन्वहमेधति सति यथा पदाङ्गुष्ठविनिकृष्टा सरि. This is Yatpada Seva Abhiruchis Tapasvinam. If someone has seva abhiruchi, to worship the like inclination to worship the lotus feet of the Lord, if someone has that person, the like by that Ashesha Janmopachitam Malam Diya, that person will be clean of so many sinful reactions of so many lifetimes. Sadhya Kshinoti, they will all reduce. Anvaha Medati Sati, and also his bhakti will increase day by day. So, how is that? Yata Padangushta Vinishrushta Sarit, just like from his lotus feet, Ganges will come. So whoever takes bath in Ganges, they will be purified. So like that, whoever performs devotional service, that will their mind will also completely cleanses away. So the success which is achieved by bhakti is not achieved by those practicing other practices like austerity or karma, etc. So that is being explained here. So the austerity is karma, they cannot remove their contamination. But if someone has their taste for serving the Lord by the mercy of great devotees, then purification will take place. So then what will happen? विनिद्युताशेष मनोमलः पुमान् असङ्गविज्ञानविशेषवीर्यवान् यदङ्घ्रिमूले कृतकेतनः पुनर्न संसृतिं क्लेशवहां प्रपद्यते. So Vinididashesha Manomalakman. By that bhakti, the contamination in their mind will be removed. So, and then when the mind is cleansed, and also Asanga Vijnana Vishesha Viryaman, he also become very much strong in his detachment and realization of the Lord's beauty. Asanga Vijnana Vishesha Viryaman, he becomes very strong by that, strong in detachment as well as realization of the beauty of the Lord's form. So by that, he Yadangri Mule Krutaketana Punar, when he performs devotional service to the lotus feet of the Lord or take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Punar Nasamsritim Kleshavaham Prapadyate. He will not again undergoes troublesome samsara, which is very difficult. In this way, his heart will be cleansed. That he is mentioning again. So, like now they are asking question that, oh, you are telling to perform pure devotional service, but we are absorbed in karma. Like we are have to do so many duties. So many duties are there. How can we perform pure devotional service? So then, okay, if you are not able to perform pure devotional service, at least perform mixed devotional service, means karma mishra bhakti. Karma mishra bhakti means uh, doing your occupational duties, karma, and offering the offering worshipping the Lord by those actions of those occupational duties, right? So, like Brahmanas, they perform the sacrifices. So that sacrifice should be offered as a service to me. And then Kshatriyas, they protect all the people. So that protection should be offered as service to me. Vaishyas perform agriculture and business. So that should be performed as a service to me. And Shudras, they perform service. So that service should be performed as a service to me. So in this way, uh, while performing their occupational duties also, if they remember the qualities of the Lord, of the Lord's different attributes, by that also they can perform devotion. Means they perform their occupational duties as a service to the Lord, and also while performing those occupational duties, also they remember the Lord. So, like if one's work is engaged for the Lord's service, at least some portion is engaged on a steady basis, then that becomes bhakti. So, in this way, like if you are not able to perform complete pure devotional service, at least perform karma mishra bhakti, where bhakti is like more predominant. So, and like uh, in this way, like when their goal is fixed that they want to achieve the Lord while performing their duties, they should worship the Lord in this way. So, like their prescribed occupation, they are doing for the pleasure of the Lord. So that that is like their worship of the Lord. So this is called as where they are doing their varnashrama duties, but at the same time practicing bhakti and offering their results to the Lord. So this will become karma mishra bhakti, where bhakti element is predominant than karma. In this way, their lives will become successful. So at least perform that. That he is encouraging. And then he says, like in general, the karma, the activities of karma that one performs, that is by nature impure and it is rajasic in nature, material. So, but how can that karma by nature, which is rajasic, how can that be offered to the Lord? So this like, but although karma is rajasic or uh, rajasic, but when it is offered to the Lord, it will become like spiritual by the because there is some minor portion of bhakti within it. So in this way, he says that whatever sacrifice you are like material, like sacrifice involves material asset, but still when someone offers that sacrifice to the Lord, there is small element of bhakti in it. So with that bhakti, slowly that will become spiritualized. So basically, what he is suggesting is that when people said we cannot perform complete devotional service, um, then he's suggesting that at least perform karma mishra bhakti, where you are doing your karma as an devotional service, as an offering to the Lord, and remembering the Lord while doing karma, or offering that karma to the Lord, then that material aspect will become spiritualized. So that is like there are two terms in scriptures: karma mishra bhakti and bhakti mishra karma. So karma mishra bhakti means bhakti element is more and karma element is less. Bhakti mishra karma means karma element is more, bhakti element is less. So bhakti mishra karma is also called as nishkama karma, where karma is there, but there is no desire to enjoy the results, and small portion of bhakti is there. So which is like Gita is talking in the first six chapters, where not desiring results but performing karma. So that is like Bhakti Mishra Karma. So Prudu Maharaj is saying at least perform Bhakti Mishra Karma where you don't desire the results, but uh, perform karma as a sacrifice for the Lord. And while doing that also, you can remember the Lord's name and form. So in this way, you will slowly transcend. So like that, he is advising. So then this. That when we offer those sacrifice to the Lord, that sacrifice when it is offered to the Lord, with that the Lord will be pleased and he will only gives various results. So just like if there is wood, there are different qualities of wood. Depending on the type of wood, the fire it generates will be different. So similarly, the based on the similarly based on different offerings of karmas to the Lord, slowly it generates different results. So when karma is when one starts offering to the Lord, slowly it generates like karma mishra, bhakti mishra karma will slowly become like bhakti mishra jnana. Means because we are there is an element of bhakti, slowly that karma will give knowledge to that person. So because of that, he will attain knowledge and slowly, based on the amount of bhakti, when he is offering that, like there may be lot of element of bhakti and less element of karma, or lot of element of karma and less element of bhakti. So based on the amount of bhakti, the more it is, the more the results. The more less, the less the results. So like that, based on the amount of bhakti, the results will come. So according to the amount of bhakti and faith in offering the karmas, there will be corresponding appearance of jnana and corresponding attainment of the Lord. So that means, like if you observe even in Gita also, the progression that is described in Gita also, like first initial six chapters talk about nishkama karma, and next chapters talk about bhakti. So the more the element of bhakti in one's life, the more the results will be more. Like Nishkam Karma is basically performing results, not expecting results for enjoyment, but to gain knowledge. there is an element of bhakti in offering. But if you go to ninth chapter in the bhakti section, Yat Karoshi Yadashnasi, Krishna is more talking about although you perform karma, do it as an offering to me. That is like more bhakti and less karma, karma mishra bhakti. So by karma mishra bhakti, the results will be more, knowledge will be more, and then the like next destination he will achieve even Vaikuntha also. So, and by pure bhakti, where only bhakti is there, there is no karma, the results are very wonderful, which is like they can develop even rati for the Lord. So, in this way, based on the amount of bhakti, the results will vary. So, when the citizens say we cannot perform pure devotional service, Guru Maharaj is at least informing that okay, if you are not able to perform pure devotional service, at least imbibe bhakti as much as possible in your life. So by that also you will get purified and you will get more results. In this way, he is encouraging everyone to worship the Lord in this way. And when they said, okay, we accept that we will worship the Lord, then Guru Maharaj is saying that, oh, you are so merciful to me. So we are accepting to worship the Lord. So therefore, you are all very merciful to me. With great determination, you constantly worship the Lord because He is the enjoyer of all the sacrifices. He is the supreme Guru. And so, in this way, by your occupational duties, you worship the Lord. So, like that, He is instructing them. And also, when they agreed, He is feeling they are showing mercy. So while performing these duties, while performing bhakti, there may be some powerful obstacles. So what obstacles? That is offending Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. So that one should be careful. So therefore, he cautions all the citizens that don't offend Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. So he glorifies them. So he says that these although Kshatriyas are powerful, they are in royal family, although they have great wealth, but they should never exert their power over Vaishnavas and Brahmanas. And because why? Because they are all having the power of tolerance, austerity, and knowledge. So these Brahmanas, they can tolerate, they can perform austerities, and they are shining with knowledge. So therefore, Kshatriyas should never establish their rule over Brahmanas. So, and also, he glorifies that Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. The Lord is also gives lot of respect to the Brahmanas because Lord is called as protector of the Brahmanas. So the Supreme Lord also like worshipping the Brahmana's feet, he he also purifies the whole universe. So like he glorifies Prithu Maharaj in this section, he glorifies these Brahmanas and Vaishnavas so that the people will give respect for them and in this way increase their devotional service. So to make their bhakti strong, he glorifies them. So and some of these verses are kind of repeated, which were mentioned previously by the Lord to the four Kumaras. So, like he says that like Lord has ability to purify the entire universe because Lord worships the Lord worship the feet of Brahmanas. He is the protector of the Brahmanas. So he has attained that fame which purifies the whole universe. And also the Lord by service to these Brahmanas, he satisfies all their desires. So therefore, if Lord is only like worshipping them, those who are following dharma and those who want to establish good conduct, they should serve the Brahmanas with all their heart. So in this way, and by constant service to the Brahmanas, slowly the person, slowly and quickly, they will achieve liberation because they are completely satisfied in their mind. So, and also Brahmanas are said to be the mouth of the Devatas. If someone feeds Brahmanas, it is like Devatas are all eating through the mouth of those Brahmanas. And uh, And also he says the Devatas and the Lord, they eat through the Brahmanas. And Lord like eats with more relish through the mouth of the Brahmanas. And he will not relish so much when the when that same thing is offered in the fire, which is not devoid of consciousness. That means like Lord eats through the Brahmana's mouth with more eager than performing sacrifice. So this also, like all these statements, like Lord Vishnu also repeated this to four Kumaras. Similarly, Prudu is also glorifying the same thing, that Lord will be more pleased through eating through Brahmana's mouth. And uh, because the Brahmana, by his austerity, by his Shraddha, by his proper behavior, by his silence, by sense control, because of all these wonderful qualities, he supports the Vedas. And through Vedas, one can understand what is what. So, therefore, that to obtain knowledge of the truth, I pray that I will always carry the dust from the lotus feet of Brahmanas and Vaishnavas, which quickly destroy sin and awards all good qualities. So, in this way, he is glorifying them. And also, if someone, um, these Brahmanas, they what is their wealth? So their wealth is that they have wonderful good qualities. So a person who has wonderful good qualities, all wealth will come because he is having wealth of good conduct, and he is also grateful, gratitude, who is taking shelter of the elders. So all wealth accrues to him. So therefore, the Lord, along with his followers, Brahmanas, cows, let them all be pleased with me. So like that, he is glorified Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. And then in this way, like Prudu Maharaj gave wonderful speech to all his citizens. So basically, he is told that I have to establish Dharma, and there is a Supreme Lord, so therefore perform your duties properly and worship the Lord properly. Worship purely will completely remove the contamination. But if you are not able to worship completely purely, at least do your occupational duties and at the same time worship the Lord. Bhakti Mishra Karma or Karma Mishra Bhakti. But the amount of bhakti you increase in your occupational duties, to that extent you will develop knowledge and you will develop bhakti. So in this way, Nipruda Maharaj encouraging his citizens to more and more worship the Lord according to their faith, increasing their faith in bhakti. And then, in order to increase their bhakti, they also glorified Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. So that is how Prudu Maharaj instructed their citizens. So we can see, we can observe that a king's, as an ideal king, as Prudu Maharaj, he is not only protecting the citizens, he is not only like punishing the misdoers and extracting taxes, main development, all those things he is doing. But also at the same time, parallelly, he is kind of instructing Dharma, eh, teaching them there is a Supreme Lord, teaching them and requesting them to worship that Supreme Lord, and he glorifying Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. So that is how the Vedic culture, the leaders, they also look for the welfare of the people, both physically and also spiritually also. That we are seeing in these pages of Bhagavatam. That like both spiritually also the king has a duty to engage them in worshipping the Lord. That direction he has to give, that siksha, that dharma siksha also he has to give. So that which is like currently most of the times it is lacking in present situation. Which one of the main duties is to also to encourage people to follow dharma and worship the Lord. In this way, when Pruthvi Maharaj spoke all these wonderful instructions, all the people assembled there. the Pitrus, Devatas, Brahmanas, devotees, everyone praised Prithu, and they started speaking that, oh, Vedas say that Father will attain highest planets through the sun. But this Vena, who is sinful, because we know that we have heard the story of Vena, he was blaspheming the Lord, so therefore the Brahmanas have cursed and he died. Now that Vena got delivered from hell by his son. So later on, it was mentioned previously in somewhere else that Prithu Maharaj got to know that Vena was suffering in his next life due to various diseases and other things because of committing offense to the Lord. So because he is the son, he performed some activities to deliver his father. In this way, his father got delivered by Prithu's devotion. I think today is Father's Day. Many people are celebrating Father's Day messages they are coming. Right. So here Prithu Maharaj is like he's by his bhakti, he has delivered his father Vena from sinful reactions. That they are kind of mentioning. Father delivered by son. Like Hiranyakashipu also, they are quoting the example that Hiranyakashipu also, because he criticized the Lord, he entered hell, but he was delivered by his son Prahlad. So in this way, when someone becomes a devotee, that person is doing very wonderful service to his father. That is the thing they are saying. And you are also our father. The citizens are saying to Prithu that you are father of the earth. And because he also treated earth as his daughter. So you are also father of the earth. And you are also best of the warriors. May you live for so many years because we have so much devotion to the Lord and you are maintaining all the planets. And today here they are saying that you have you have pure reputation. Means the we are very happy to have such a master as you. So and because you are accepting us as your you have become as a protector for us. And also, you have explained about the Supreme Lord who is affectionate to Brahmanas. In this way, you have instructed us also. So, and also, this instruction that you gave to your servant is not so astonishing because by nature, you are a merciful person. You have affection for your citizens. Therefore, you have given these wonderful instructions because of your you have affection. So one more, like these are different characteristics of a king. He should have affection for the people he is maintaining. That is the main thing also. Like even a leader means anyone who is taking care of his people. First thing he should have is like a quality like a pitara means affection for that person who is taking care. That quality which someone develops, and also he should teach them dharma, and then he should protect them. And then in this way, there are several duties that are being coming. And you also delivered us from our ignorance. Like we are just moving in this world by doing our various karmas. Because of that, we are suffering or enjoying because based on that. So now, but by your instructions, you have delivered from ignorance. So in this way, we also, as you instructed, we offer respect to that great Lord who is situated in Shuddha Sattva and who also enters into Brahmanas and Kshatriyas, through them maintains this world with his powers. That means Lord only empowers Kshatriyas and Brahmanas in protecting the Dharma. So, and also it is also mentioned that Brahmanas they protect Kshatriyas they protect Brahmanas, and through mutual protection they protect the whole world. So that's how the dynamics of Vedic culture are there. So how Brahmanas they always guide Kshatriyas in that way they are giving protection, So giving intellectually and spiritually the what is dharma, what is adharma, all those guidance Brahmanas are giving to Kshatriyas. Kshatriyas, they will protect Brahmanas by maintaining them, by giving facilities, by protecting their bodies in the So in this way, they protect them. And both, why they are working together? They are working together so that all the citizens, they follow dharma. So in that way, they are working together to maintain all the citizens in dharma. In this way, the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas, they collaborate together to protect dharma, to protect the whole world. And actually, it is Lord only who enters these Brahmanas and Kshatriyas and who support this dharma. So in this way, Lord is the actual supporter of this whole universe. So like that, they are concluding. So in this way, we can see the Prudumara section when we are reading, we are understanding. The more the principles of leadership, governing, all those principles, they are coming again and again. So now, next chapter, it deals with how uh, like four Kumaras have come and how Prudumara has dealt with them. So he is now teaching till now that how you should worship the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. So at that time, four Kumaras have come. So now, when they saw these four Kumaras, he exhibits whatever he demonstrated previously, that one should respect the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. Prithu Maharaj actually exhibits all those qualities when these four Kumaras have come. So, like when like in this way, when while Prithu Maharaj is praising, at that time the four Kumaras, they have kind of arrived. They are like shining like the sun. They have a lot of fame, and they are sons of directly the Brahma. Although they are sons of Brahma, they never grew in age. So therefore, they look like only small people. So as soon as Pridhu saw them, they immediately recognized them as the four Kumaras just by seeing their effulgence. Immediately, all the people, Pridhu all the assembly people, everyone immediately rose up and they thought that they have regained their life force, like that they felt. So immediately, just like a conditioned soul, it is she is so much inclined to accept sense objects. So like that, this Prithu and his followers immediately they became so happy to receive the Kumaras. It was mentioned that sometimes why to get up when great devotees or great respectful people have come. It is said that when elders approach, the life airs of young people, they move upwards out of the body. So, and if they get up and in respect and greet their elders, then that life air which is going out upwards, that will again enters the body. So in this way, they will be happy. So in this way, it is mentioned that when elders comes, when one should rise up. If they don't rise up, then their lifespan kind of decreases. So that eagerness, Prithu Maharaj eager to receive these four Kumaras is shown by his example. To receive them. And then he also awards them very exemplary reception. That Prithu immediately worships them according to scriptures, offering seed and offering other items. He washed their feet and kept that washed water on his head. And like all this, he is acting exactly as if to teach others also. In this exemplary way, he is receiving them. And when four Kumaras were very much pleased, Prudu then started asking about Kumaras. So even these four Kumaras said to be even elder brothers of Lord Shiva, because four Kumaras were born elder to even Shiva also. First four Kumaras came, later on Shiva came. So we at that time Brahmaji asked four Kumaras to marry, but four Kumaras refused to marry. So that time Brahmaji got little bit small anger generated. Through that anger, Lord Shiva has come. So in this way, four Kumaras are elders to even Lord Shiva. So Prithu Maharaj started addressing to them. So he is appreciating their presence. Oh, what a great fortune I have. What great pious activities I might have performed so that I am able to see you. Seeing you is even rare for even the yogis also. And like if someone attains the favor of some brahmanas, then what he will not achieve. So he will achieve whatever he wants in this world and next. If he gains the grace of brahmanas or Shiva and Vishnu along with their followers. So therefore, that that it is very difficult to uh, see great people like you. It is like people rarely see or understand you. It is very difficult. So in this way, but like but someone, even if they are poor, if they are able to receive you, then they are actually good person. So who will give, even if a person is poor, but he is able to give worthy reception for devotees with whatever he have, that person is said to be more fortunate than a person who doesn't give any respects to devotees. So in this way, whatever is possible with whatever them, even if he is poor, still they can try to please the devotees. So they become more glorious even if they are poor in this way. But on the other hand, if some people, those unfortunate householders, if they are rich and they reject the, if they reject the Vaishnavas, then this is like that is like compared to trees giving shelter to snakes. So that means trees, when it gives shelter to snakes, it becomes poisonous. So in this way, the persons, if we doesn't respect Vaishnava, their house will become like that place. So in this way he says, and then you are the best of the Brahmanas because you are from your small childhood, because you want to achieve liberation. You have undergone brahmachari vows with lot of faith. Although you are boys, you have achieved that liberation. So in this way you practice this brahmacharya vrata. And then it's like, but there is no need to ask good fortune about you. But is there any good fortune for us who have fallen into this samsara, moving in this samsara? There is no need to ask. Generally, when people come, we will say, "How are you?" But this "How are you?" Pudumara is saying that there is no need to ask about how are you, because you always take pleasure yourself in the self, and you don't think about good and bad of this material food. So therefore, I need not ask about your good fortune, and you should and then he says that, but I will ask one thing, that you can inform us what is the like immediate benefit. People in this world, they are all suffering. So what will be the immediate benefit for them? So by which they can come out from this suffering in this world. And then the Lord, uh, like the Lord Narayana, means Lord mercifully travels in the form of Siddharupas. That means uh, that the sadhus, they are representing the Lord. So you are, I understand that you are also representing that Lord Narayana. So you, because you move in this world to show mercy to his devotees. The Lord moves in this world to show mercy to his devotees in the form of his devotees. In this way, I offer my like my obeisances to you. So in this way, he glorifies them. So in this way, it was just by hearing Prudumara's speech, which was very wonderful. It was very logical. It has so many deep meanings. It was sweet, concise, appropriate. So hearing that with lot of affection, four Kumara, out of them, one Kumara, Sanat Kumara, he started replying. So Sanat Kumar, he gives lot of instructions. He initially glorifies Prudu, that he glorifies that such a you are. It is very wonderful that you are so much learned and you are thinking of the welfare of all beings. So therefore your question is wonderful. Generally, the minds of devotees are of this nature. They always want welfare of all other people. So therefore your questions are very beneficial for everyone. And also the assembly of devotees where people assemble to hear and discuss about Krishna Katha. So that will benefit both the parties. Both the speaker will also gain, and the hearers will also gain. So both, and in other places it was mentioned that someone Vasudeva Kada Krishna, like Vasudeva Kada Krishna, like if someone asks about Vasudeva Kada, the inquirer will be purified, the speaker will be purified, and everyone who is listening to the topics that inquirer and speaking, they will also get purified. In this way, Krishna Kada, wherever it is happening, whoever is listening or speaking, everyone gets purified. That is the advantage of Krishna Kada. So, in this way, they glorify this beneficial meeting also. It is beneficial for everyone. So, and also he glorifies Prudu Maharaj that uh, then in that you have this rare attachment to discuss about the qualities of the lotus feet of the Lord that will actually drive away any contamination of lust in the mind. So they are appreciating that this you have a lot of discussion, they have taste in discussing about the Lord's wonderful qualities. That that quality of discussing about the Lord that will wash away all the contamination of the lust which is there inside. In this way, they glorify Prithu Maharaj, that uh, they glorify Prithu Maharaj and the process of bhakti, and then they start saying that only benefit that the Shastras, they in their deliberation, they suggest is that detachment from the body and attachment to the Supreme Lord who doesn't have any material qualities. So uh, through through that the people will attain their benefit. That means if someone detaches from their bodily concept of life, they become attached to the Lord. That is actually the main gain that people will attain. Therefore, what is the here? Like Prudu Maharaj basically asked, people are suffering in this world. So, what is the act or what is the thing beneficial for them? Please let me know. So then he is saying that what is beneficial is someone detaches from their bodily enjoyment and attaches them to the Supreme Lord who has wonderful spiritual qualities, who doesn't have any material qualities. That is the most beneficial thing that they can perform. In this way, like Kumaras also give the knowledge of bhakti and also jnana. So they also mentions about different ways of worshipping. So that also we will discuss in the next time. The teachings of Sanat Kumara to Prithu Maharaj. Stop here.
Oh, next class.
Krishna.
What?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Yeah,
Hare Krishna.
Sanat Kumara's teachings will be discussed about jnana, like bhakti, jnana, and those things. Now, Prithu Maharaj and Archi, they went back to Godhead, Vaikuntha.
Okay. Okay, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you.
You are in Orissa, Mataji?
No, I am in Bombay. Prabhuji is in Odisha, in village, maybe. Oh, he has left, Prabhu.
Some
Yeah,
festival is going.
I'm in village only. I came
Some
back from
festival is
Puri.
going.
Oh, so he's
I
coming.
had gone to Puri. It took me yesterday. I went twice to the temple. I didn't get darshan. Then again I went in the early morning today at 4 o'clock. And then I had to wait 2 hours. Then I got darshan.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday people waited 6 hours and they didn't get darshan because I don't know. They opened all the 4 doors and the rush is so much. It's impossible to get darshan. So I tried many times yesterday, and it's very, it was not possible. And today, very early morning, I went, and I was the first guy at the door at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then when they opened the door, I just ran, and then took a space inside the temple.
So 4 o'clock you started from Puri, or you had gone to village?
When I was in Puri, I stayed the whole night. We tried to do the darshan at Puri.
Okay,
Then we used to come back to our house and then again go like that.
Where is your village, Prabhu, located?
Our village is in Puri only. Some 45, 50 kilometers from Puri, but our house is in Puri town itself. So that is just temple, say 2 kilometers, 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, 10, 12
Village
minutes.
is in which direction? 45 kilometers. Where it is near?
My house or my house in Puri?
Village. Your village.
Village is in, Konark?
Konark, yes.
Yes, that direction. So Puri to Konark to our village, Kakatpur.
So Bhubaneswar, Puri and village equal distance.
It's a triangle. It's an equilateral triangle.
Okay.
So our village is in a very prime place where like every major town of Odisha is kind of very close.